Hello and welcome to NewsMobile. By the way, I'm Saurabh Shukla and I'm joined by my colleague Shipra Narayan here. We're talking about the big government's decision today of allowing single brand retail through automatic route 100%, which is a big step forward from what BJP actually said in 2011. And we're just jogging our memory. They were completely opposed to it, and now they've gone turned that policy and they've allowed this. While this is a big step forward, integrates India into the larger global economy, but obviously there are questions being raised about how will this impact Make in India. Shipra, what do you think? Is the move good?
Saurabh, I think from a consumer perspective, let's try and look at it from that angle. We're trying to see it from the political perspective, from the economic perspective. But if you look at it from the consumer perspective, I think it is a good move, because after all, there is going to be the entry of more industry, more companies coming into our system. Also, we have to understand that India is a multi-market kind of setup. You know, there are these small, big cities, all our cities, we are not just cosmopolitan cities, but there are tier 3 cities, and more business means that these retail companies will eventually move to these second and third tier companies, which means more employment, because there is obviously going to be more employment that's going to happen, especially for our very huge population.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, we have a huge
young
population,
yeah.
The young population, and there could be a lot more employment that is available for them. I think another important fact will also be, we could look at it, is from the healthy competition perspective. Why not? We have been talking about Make in India, and I think we have a healthy retail setup within India. But with all of this coming in, there could be global standards that come in, our own way of looking at things, production value, everything goes up, and I think let's look at it in a positive manner through the healthy route.
Absolutely.
But what do you say? How is Congress reacting to it?
Well, Congress obviously has opposed this. They're talking about how that this is really opposed to Make in India. But I would say that they are scoring a political point. Right. They're doing what BJP did earlier. They were opposed to it. But it has a larger message. The Prime Minister is going to go to Davos for the first time after a long time. An Indian Prime Minister is going there. So clearly he's sending a message out there that India is truly integrated into global economy now. Right. Measures like GST, and now this FDI is a big step forward. You will see global brands like Apple, IKEA, even Uniqlo, now setting Carrefour, Tesco. They will be setting up shop in India, and I believe, and we believe here at NewsMobile, that it's good for Indian economies. Right. Yes, you will have to have certain safeguards to make sure that Indian suppliers, Indian artisans, Indian weavers, they are also put into the ambit of this by making sure that some local sourcing that these brands do.
Important one.
So because that is something, I think, because in India is a unique country where a lot of the rural economy is very, very important. So that's the reason you cannot have a quick fit kind of a solution which happens globally. You have to find an Indian solution. So while we support this move, this is a good step forward, but the government must make sure that there is employment generated, and Indian artisans, Indian workers, they are not put out of business. Yes. So as long as that happens, I think it will be good for all and good for consumers as well.
Last year, the country, through FDI, we earned about $60 billion, which is an all-time high. Let's look at it. This amount would go up by leaps and bounds.
Absolutely.
But as you said, the local artisan production, a certain percentage of production which has to happen in-house within India with the local production houses, I think that would be a good marriage of global resources, global competition, with our own Indian, positivity that we have.
So I think we will keep you posted on every bit of the story. Do let us know, what do you think? आप हमें बताइए कि आपको क्या लगता है कि FDI जो 100% आया retail through automatic route. And I must tell our viewers here, that means that no longer the companies will have to go through the long circuitous bureaucratic journey to take a lot of approvals and permissions. So that way it sends a big message that India is a truly global economic power, and that's the reason why this move is a good move by the government. Let's see how it pans out. We will keep you posted on every bit of this story, and do stay tuned to NewsMobile and watch our stories.
Thank you.